Hi guys, this is Miss M keeping it 100. And today I'm talking about why men don't tell. Listen guys, there's a lot of men, but you don't hear much about it. You don't hear anything about it almost. Men that are being abused. Now, the reason why you don't hear about that because a lot of men don't say anything about it because men are supposed to be the stronger species. They're supposed to be the ones that are doing well, they are the ones that are supposed to be supposedly do all the abusing. Let me tell you something, that's not true. That's not true. There's a lot of men that's getting beat down, beat up, smacked in the face, punched in the face, spit on, and everything by women. But you don't hear about that. You don't hear about that because, see, if the men tell somebody, then they make them look like they're cowards or punk or something like that. But let me just say this: I've lived long enough to have seen uh, women mistreat men so bad, put their hands on them. Now, I've seen some things in my lifetime where I knew that the man would could beat the woman, but he never put his hands on her. He took all the slaps, the punch in the face, and all kinds of stuff. Because men don't tell, and I don't know why they don't tell. You know, because society says that a man is supposed to be strong, and but listen, it happens. We're living in the real world, and it happens. Men get abused like women do. Some women belittle men and just beat on them, and just like they want them to hit them. They'll even say, hit me, hit me, hit me. I've seen some things in my lifetime that I just couldn't believe that men take. I said, oh, wow. I mean, now I've seen men be abused. I've seen it. And not a whole lot. But knew people that would beat on their husbands and punch them in the face and belittle them. And I just would walk away from things like that. I just couldn't stand to see that. And I would often say, now, what if that was the other way around? People would be calling the cops on them and everything like that. But to see a man get beat up by a woman, no one says anything. No one says a word. That no one says nothing. And I'm just saying, guys, it is not right. It really isn't right. You're supposed to keep your hands to yourself. But I've seen it in my lifetime. I've seen it where women abuse men. Now listen, without risking saying anything about you know any court cases or anything at all, just speaking in general about how men can be abused. And I just think it's horrible, horrible. But if a man gets smacked in the face by a woman, um, no one says anything. But if a man smack a woman, they're ready to call the cops on them. It has to work both ways. It does. It can't be one sided. It just can't. You know, and so my advice to a man is if you have woman beating on you, the best thing for you to do is get out because she's going to flip that script. She's going to say that you are the abuser, and they'll knock you out just on her word, you know. So listen, let me tell you the same thing I would tell a woman. You leave your abuser, whether it be a man or a woman. You don't have to stay into that type of relationship. That is not a relationship, you know. Um, Men, they just won't tell because, especially another man, they're not going to go back and think, because another man going to say, man, you mean to tell me you let that woman beat on you? Man, you crazy. I'll knock her out. But, some men are men. Some men are truly men because they will not put their hands on a woman, no matter how a woman beat on them. I've seen a movie about that, and as a matter of fact, I think it had something to do with men don't tell. But I'm saying why men won't tell. Why men won't tell? You know. So listen, guys, if you probably seen something like this in your life. Don't think that that man's scared of that woman, but that man won't put his hands on a woman. Some men just won't hit a woman no matter what they do to them. But eventually, some of the men they'll get up and leave that woman. Then she'll be so sorry. Or then maybe she'll find somebody that'll beat on her, and I won't wish that on anybody. So anyway, listen, guys, keep your hands to yourself, men and women. If you're in a relationship and that relationship has to be physical, then the best thing to do is just to leave. And this goes for the men as well. If you're in an abusive relationship and you're a man, you just need to leave, because you could find you somebody to love you for you. Listen, we have to give the same to the women, to the men that we give to the women. If you are a man and you're in an abusive relationship and that woman is beating on you, you need to leave. And if you are a woman and that man is beating on you, you need to leave. Listen, it has to work both ways. It has to, you know. So listen, guys, I'm not going to stay too long on this video, but I just wanted to, give my opinion about men that won't tell, why they won't tell, and just get out the relationship. And subscribe to my channel and hit that like button, share, notification, all that good stuff. Support the channel. I'll put all the information down below. And guys, keep your hands to yourself. And I'll see you the next time I put out a video. Be safe and be blessed. See ya.